Hello everyone, this is Tim from Cleveland Baseball Fan 879, and this is game 85 of the 2007 Cleveland Indians Stratomatic Mostly Advanced Replay. The Indians come into the game with a 37-47 record, and the Tigers come in with a 40-42 record. Today's pitching matchup, and would be a dandy for 2007. Pitching for the Tigers is Justin Verlander, one of the few players still playing in 2023 from this season. And starting for the Indians, Karsten Charles, CC Sabathia from Vallejo, California, I believe. Sabathia coming into the game with a 9-3 record, and in 125 innings pitched has given up 45 earned runs, 20 walks, and 113 strikeouts with a 3.24 ERA. And we'll go ahead and go through both lineups for the visiting Cleveland Indians. In center field, leading off, Grady Sizemore. Batting second and playing third base, Casey Blake. Batting third and catching, Victor Martinez. Batting fourth and the designated hitter, Travis Pronk Hafner. Batting fifth, the shortstop, Johnny Peralta. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Ryan Garco. Batting seventh, the right fielder, Trot Nixon. Batting eighth, the left fielder, Ben Francisco. And batting ninth, the second baseman, Josh Barfield. For the Tigers, leading off and playing center field, Curtis Granderson. Batting second and playing second, Placido Polanco. Batting third and the designated hitter, Gary Sheffield. Batting fourth and playing right field, Maglio Ordonez. Batting fifth, the shortstop, Carlos Guillen. Batting sixth, the catcher, Ivan Pudge Rodriguez. Playing first base, batting seventh, Marcus Thames. Batting eighth and playing left field, Craig Monroe. And batting ninth, the first baseman, Brandon Inge. Okay, and leading off, of course, set for the Indians, Grady Sizemore batting .297 with 8 home runs and 36 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Sizemore. 6-5, and either side, that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So quickly, 1 out here in the first. And here's Casey Blake. Should we get this 2-7? And against a righty, that's a double on a 1, but that's a 3. So that'll be a fly ball to center, and Granderson tracks it down. 2 down. And here's Victor Martinez, the catcher, would later play for and retire with the Tigers. 4-10. And against the lefty, that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So Verlander sets the Tribe down 1-2-3 here in the first inning. And we go to the bottom half. The Indians nothing, and the Tigers coming to bat. Historically, this game was not very good for the Indians. I believe they lost 12-3. So let's see if we can reverse history here. And leading off is Curtis Granderson. And a 1-3 thankfully against the lefty. Ground ball to first. Garco flips to Sabathia covering. 1 down. And here's Placido Polanco. Oops. 1-9. And that's a 1-8 single chance, and that's a 3. And Polanco does get on with this 1-out single. They will hold Polanco, who is a C stealer, would start out 1-11, but we hold him on so that he goes to 1-9. Or 1-8, I should say, I believe. 1 second here. Uh, 1-8, actually. All right, and here is Gary Sheffield. 6-5 to the shortstop, 14 will be in range for Peralta, but will it be a double play? No. He charges, throws to first, and makes the play to get Sheffield. Moving to second is Polanco, and there are 2 down. 1 to 13 is, or 13 and below is in range, but not for a 3-rated shortstop. He will not turn 2 on that. So he gets the sure out, and that'll bring up Magley Ordonez. Of course, started his career with the Chicago White Sox. For 8, and against a righty 1 to 10 single, that's a 4, but only getting to third is Polanco, and the Tigers have runners on the corners with 2 down. And here's Carlos Guillen. To 7 and found the field goal. All those hits in column 2, and you get a ground ball to second. And Barfield throws out Guillen, and the Tigers strand 2. And after an inning complete, it's the Tigers nothing and the Indians nothing. Oops. Sorry about that. One of the base runner pegs fell off. Do it for the Indians here in the second. Hafner, Peralta, and Garco. All right, and here's the pitch to Hafner. Six, 5. And against the lefty, swing and a miss, strike 3. Third strikeout for Verlander today. Here's Johnny Peralta. .211 popped up to shoot the short. And there is Guillen, 2 down. And here's Ryan Garco. 2-7, ground ball to short, and another play for Guillen, throws to first, and another 1-2-3 inning for Verlander in the second. We go to the bottom half. The Indians nothing, and the Tigers nothing. And do it for the Tigers, Rodriguez, Thames, and Monroe. And here's the pitch to Guillen. 4-4. Switch hitter betting. It doesn't matter either side. That's a fly ball. Racing in as Sizemore dives and makes the catch. As a one fielder, he gets to anything in range, so a 2 is fine. Nice play by Grady Sizemore. 1 down. And here's Pudge Rodriguez. 2-5 against the lefty is a base hit to center field. Oops. Hold on. Oops, sorry. That was either side for Rodriguez, sorry, was the one that flew out to center. Thames, a 2-5 will not single. He will strike out. So, oops. Okay, sorry about that. Does not change the results. Either side of that would have been a center field X, and then Thames gets the strikeout and on a 2-5. And here's Craig Monroe. My apologies on that one. And here's Monroe. 2-10, ground ball to short, and Peralta fires to first. 1-2-3 inning for Sabathia and the Indians, and we go to the top of the third. No score. And do it for the Indians. Bottom third of the order, Nixon, Francisco, and Barfield. Oops, I forgot to give everybody's batting stats here. I'll go through. So Nixon comes into the game with a .289 batting average. 1 home run. This says no home runs and 15 RBIs. So we'll say no home runs and 15 RBIs. And here's the pitch to, yeah, it's going to be no home runs because he has weak power. So no home runs, 15 RBIs. 1-6. Base hit to left field. So first base runner for the Indians today. And here's Ben Francisco, not holding on Nixon. (3-9). And Francisco goes down on strikes. 4th strikeout for Verlander on the day. And here's Josh Barfield. And they will not be expecting a bunt with 1 out. 1-11. Ground ball to first. Fielded by first baseman Thames. He underhands it to Verlander covering. Only play to first. And Barfield is out number 2, but there's a runner in scoring position for Grady Sizemore. (6-10). Oh, just missed a chance to drive in a run. Fly ball to right. And making the catch is Ordonez, and that will retire the side. So leadoff single does nothing, and we go to the bottom of the 3rd. Indians nothing, Tigers nothing. And do it for the Tigers, for sure this time. Brandon Inge, Curtis Granderson, and Placido Polanco. And here's the pitch to Inge. 5-6. Against a righty, ground ball to short. Peralta fires to first, 1 down. Here's Granderson. Grounded out his first time up. 5-9. And against a lefty, a 1-4 home run chance. That's a 16. Granderson will cruise into second with a stand-up double. And they will hold him on. Here's Polanco. For 7, swing and a miss, strike 3. So second strikeout for Sabathia. 2 down, and here's Gary Sheffield. (5-7), and that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So Sabathia, after the 1-out double, sets Polanco and Sheffield down on strikes, and we are through 3. No score. And due up for the Indians, Blake, Martinez, and Hafner. Blake came into today's game with a .263 average with 7 home runs and 38 RBIs. And here's a pitch to Blake. 1-10, fly ball to left. And that's struck down by Monroe, 1 down. And here's Victor Martinez. Martinez came into today's game with a .316 average with 18 home runs and 59 RBIs. (3-4). That's a ground ball to short. Guillen throws to first, 2 down. Here's Travis Hafner. And a .312, and that's a fly ball to center. And making play is Granderson, and that will retire the side. We go to the bottom of the 4th. The Indians nothing and the Tigers nothing. And here's Sabathia to face Ordonez, Guillen, and Rodriguez. And here's the pitch to Ordonez. 6-6. And that's a fly ball to center. Sizemore's there, 1 down. And here is Carlos Guillen. 2-2. And against the lefty, fly ball to right. And Nixon's there, 2 down. And here's Pudge Rodriguez. 4-6. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So 4 strikeouts for Sabathia through 4. And we go to the 5th. Indians nothing, Tigers nothing. And due up is for the Indians in the 5th, Peralta, Garco, and Nixon. 5-5. And another got Peralta looking. 5th strikeout for Verlander. Here's Ryan Garco. 3-7. That's ground ball to second. Polanco throws to first, 2 down. Here's Trot Nixon. Only hit of the game so far for the Indians was a leadoff single in the 3rd. 2-8, and won't get a single here. Fly ball to center, and Granderson runs it down, and that will retire the side. Through 4.5, still scoreless, and this is probably the matchup they were expecting in the real game, not the 12-3 disaster it ended up being. All right. And leading off and due up for the Tigers, bottom 3rd of the order, Thames, Monroe, and Inge. 4-10 is a fly ball to right, and Nixon's there. 1 down. And I'm going to bring up Craig Monroe. 5-6, ground ball to short. Peralta's there. Throws to first, 2 down. And here's Brandon Inge. 3-6, fly ball to center. And there is Sizemore. And we are through 5. Still no score. Pitchers duel today. And due up for the Indians, Francisco, Barfield, and Sizemore. Here's the pitch to Francisco. 4-10. He kept getting those rolls. Fly ball to left. And there is Monroe, 1 down. Get some 4-9s. That could do some damage. Especially a left-handed hitter. Here's Barfield. 4-7. And, boy, 1 off again. Fly ball to center. And Granderson's there. 2 down. Back to the top of the order, Grady Sizemore. 0 for 2 with a strikeout. .310. And that's a fly ball. Deep right field. Going back is Ordonez, and that's out of here. Home run for Grady Sizemore. That gives him 9 on the year and RBI number 37. 310 with the 1-14. And that's an 11. That's out of here. And the Indians have a 1-0 lead. And here's Casey Blake. 3-7. 1-15 single. That's a 15. And Blake is now 1 for 3. Not holding him on. Here's Victor Martinez. 6-5. And switch hitter, it doesn't matter, 6-5 either side, is a swing and a miss, strike 3. And that will retire the side. But the Indians get a run. And we go to the bottom of the 6th, leading 1-0. And due up for the Tigers, top third of the order, Granderson, Polanco, and Sheffield. And here's the pitch to Granderson. 6-8. And that's a single on a 1, but that's an 11, so that's a ground ball to second. And Barfield makes the routine grounder look easy. And 1 down. Here's Placido Polanco. 1 for 2 with a single. 3-9. And against the lefty, ground ball to third. Blake fires to first. 2 down. Here's Gary Sheffield. 2-5. Base hit to center field. So Sheffield gets his first hit of the day. They will hold him on. Ace Steeler makes him 1-15. Holding him on makes him 1-13. No, not with 2 outs. I want to see if Maglio can do something here. 3-7. Single on a 1. That's an 11. And that's a ground ball to short. So he goes the long way to get Ordonez, and that will retire the side. We are to the 7th inning. Indians lead 1-0. And due up for the Indians, Hafner, Peralta, and Garco. And Hafner came into this game with a .260 average with 16 home runs and 55 RBIs. And actually, last inning was... Oh boy. So technically, last inning was Verlander's point of weakness. He gave up 2 hits. So he is almost tired. They will get Jason Grilli and Bobby Say loosening in the pen. And a 2-10 is a ground ball to short. And Guillen to first. 1 down. There's Johnny Peralta. 4-6. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Second time Peralta's been down on strikes. 7 strikeouts for Verlander. 2 down in the inning. And here is Ryan Garco. 1-7. And of course he finds that hole in the 1 column. Ground ball back to the mound. Verlander fires to first. And that will retire the side. Nothing for the Indians in the 7th. Stretch time. Senior, take me out to the ball games at the old ball game. All right, this is the point of weakness inning for Sabathia, who has only allowed 3 hits so far. Or 4 hits, sorry. 1 to Granderson, 1 to Polanco, 1 to Sheffield, and 1 to Ordonez. All right, bottom of the 7th here, Guillen 0 for 2 with a ground out and a fly out. 2-10. And Guillen rips 1 to deep center field, and Sizemore leaps, can't get it, home run. So just like that, the Tigers tie the game at 1. 2-10. Yep, automatic home run. Guillen with 21 home runs on the year. Drove in 102 runs. So here's Pudge Rodriguez. 2-7. And boy, the wheels are starting to fall off for Sabathia. That gets down the left field line. And into second with a double is Rodriguez. The Indians will get Tom Masney and Jason Stanford loosening in the pen. Here's Marcus Thames. They will not hold on Rodriguez. 1-9, swing and a miss, strike 3. So 1 down. And here is Monroe. 5-7, either side, swing and a miss, strike 3. So second out, and that's 6 strikeouts for Sabathia. Here's Brandon Inge. 4-7, swing and a miss, strike 3. So Sabathia strikes out the side, but the leadoff home run by Guillen, has the game tied at 1. And Verlander says he's okay to come out for the 8th, so they'll let him start. And he'll face bottom third of the... Actually, will he? Yeah. Bottom third of the order, Nixon, Francisco, and Barfield. 2-4. Base hit to right field. And the Indians are going to get a pinch runner for Jason Michaels will pinch run for Nixon and stay in the game and play right field and timeout. Okay, so put a runner on first. Michaels as an D-stealer will not be held. And here's Ben Francisco. They're expecting a bunt. He'd be a D-bunter. No, they'll take their chances with Francisco. 2-8. 1-3 single. That's not in range. Probably should have thought about bunting. Ground ball to third. Inge to Polanco. Over to first. Double play. 2 down. Base is empty. And here's Josh Barfield. (3-8), and that's popped up to the shortstop, Guillen, and that will retire the side. Going to the bottom of the 8th, tied at 1. And they will leave Sabathia out there. This is his 4th time through the order. And they'll pretty much let, until, if he gives up a hit, that'll be it. So Masney and Stanford are ready if needed. Timeout. All right, here's the pitch to Granderson. 1 for 3 with a double. 6-5 shortstop. And Peralta's not going to get that as a 3 and a 2. Base hit. And that's going to be it for Sabathia. Righty. They'll go with Jason Stanford out of the bullpen. And timeout while I get his stat. All right, so Stanford in his 5th appearance, 3rd in relief, has a 1-0 record, and in 20 innings pitched has given up 8 earned runs and walked 6 and struck out 16 for a 3.60 ERA. And they are holding Granderson on. They'll be expecting a bunt, and with Polanco being a B bunter, although that drops him down to a C, he'll still square around. And here's the pitch. Polanco squares around. Oh boy, C and an 11. Pops it up, first baseman Garco. 1 down, and coming back to first is Granderson. And here's Gary Sheffield. Not expecting a bunt here. Still holding him on makes him a B hit and run. And that's where they will go. Actually, no, they're going to let Sheffield swing away against the lefty. Five, 9. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 down. And here's Maglio Ordonez. Ordonez 1 for 3 with a single. 3-7, single on a 1. That's a 3. Ground ball to short. And that'll retire the side. We go to the 9th. And due up for the Indians will be top third of the order, Sizemore, Blake, and Martinez. And since actually Verlander would be automatically tired, but they'll let him stay in for until he gives up a hit. So any of the dots. So the rules are that if a pitcher goes more than 2 innings past this point of weakness, he's automatically tired. So any of the dots will be single with 2 bases advancement. All right, here's Grady Sizemore. Top of the 9th, tied at 1. Six, 7. And against the lefty, that's a walk, and that'll be it for Verlander. Jason Grilli will come into the game and pitch timeout. All right, and Blake, they'll be expecting a bunt, and he will square around. Excuse me. And there's the pitch. Blake squares around. And once again, C. Bunner pops it up to first base. Caught by the first baseman, and neither team can lay down a bunt. 1 down, and here is Victor Martinez. 2-6. Fly against the righty Grilli, fly ball to center. 2 down, and here's Travis Hafner. Holding on Sizemore. 6-9. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Grilli sets the Indians down here in the 9th. We go to the bottom half of the 9th. Stanford will stay out. And Guillen, Rodriguez, and Thames. And here's the pitch to Ordonez. Whoops. Not the pitch to Ordonez. Sorry, Carlos Guillen. Sorry. Guillen, 3-9 against the lefty. Swing and a miss, straight through. Oh, sorry. Not Guillen, sorry. Yeah, Guillen. So, my bad. 3-9, that's a swing and a miss, strike 3 against the lefty. 1 down. And here's Pudge Rodriguez. 3-6, 1-13 single chance. That's a 13. Base hit. So 2 for 4 for Rodriguez, single and a double. And that'll bring up Marcus Thames. They'll not hold on Rodriguez. 6-6 against a righty. Base hit to center field. And Rodriguez not being held on is a 12. That's hit to center field. Sizemore is no arm. 1-12. They will send him to third. So 1-12. Rodriguez will make it. That's a 19, and he is out. So we'll say straight 8-5. 2 outs. I had to try it. Here's Monroe. .410. Shortstop X. And that's why you try it, because that would have been... Well, you maybe didn't try it, because On a 1 on a 3 range, that's a single 2-base advance, and the game would have been over, but instead it's first and third. And Stanford doesn't look like he's going to be too much longer for this game. And here's Brandon Inge, and they will call time, and we will bring in Tom Mastny. All right, so here's Mastny, and his stats on the year. In 40 appearances, he has gone 43 in the third innings, given up 26 earned runs, walked 22, and struck out 32 with a 5.4 ERA. And here's the pitch to Inge, first and third. Two down. And Inge with a chance to win it for the Tigers. Three, four. Swing and a miss, strike three. Would have been either side. And we're going to extra innings. All right. Timeout here just a second. Okay, we go to the top of the 10th, and the Tigers have decided to make a pitching change. And Jose Capellan, a right-hander, has come onto the game, and he'll face Peralta, Garco, and Michaels. Peralta 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. 4-5 against a righty. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Peralta has the hat trick. 1 down. And here's Ryan Garco. 4-3 against a righty. Fly ball to right. 17 would be good enough for about any right fielder, especially Maglio or Ordonez. Make sure of that, just to confirm. Yes, although that would have been a fly ball A, which runners would have advanced. But 2 down. And here's Jason Michaels. First at bat of the day. It pinch ran for Nixon in the 8th inning. 2-7, fly ball to center. And that's a 1-2-3 10th inning for Capellan, sorry. And we go to the bottom of the 10th. Mastny will stay in the game and get his second inning, well, technically build on his second inning of work. And it's Granderson, Polanco, and Sheffield. Granderson is 2 for 4 with a single and a double. 6-4, fly ball to center. 17 is in range. Sizemore puts it away. 1 down. And there's Placido Polanco. 4-12. And against a righty, that's a fly ball to left. A 1-8 home run chance, but that's a 17. So tracked down by the left fielder, Francisco. 2 down, and here's Gary Sheffield. 2-5, popped up to short. Peralta gets it, and we go to the 11th. 1-1. And Capellan will... let's see here. We'll let him go batter by batter, I guess. He has a relief rating of 2, so technically, well, he's point of weakness now because he got the 3rd out, but we'll let him pitch. And Ben Francisco will hit. For Capellan. Oh, fly ball to right. 1 down. Here's Josh Barfield. He is 0 for 3 with ground out, fly out, and a pop out. 1-7, single on a 1. That's a line drive caught by the 3rd baseman Inge. 2 down. Here's Grady Sizemore. And the Indians will get bullpen action. They will get Rafael Perez and Rafael Betancourt loosening in the pen. And 112 for Sizemore, and he draws a 2-out walk. And Sizemore will be taking off. Well, actually, no, he won't, because he'd be a 1-10 if he did. Because 15, take off 2 for being held on, 13, and then Rodriguez is a -3. So he will not be taking off. Here is Casey Blake. For 3. Right field X. Uh-oh, this could be trouble. And on a 1, three and a 1. And Ordonez is a 3, yes. Yep. 4-3 is a right field X. I wish I could show you this on the laptop. That is a double, and it rattles around, and scoring from first is Sizemore on a double with a 3-base advance. Oh my. So Joe Borowski will get loosened in the Indians' pen, as maybe they left Capella in for a batter too many. And now they'll have Victor Martinez. Now it's just a matter of what side do you want him to bat from. Well, I mean, I guess they'll bring in Bobby Say. So some questionable decisions by the Tiger management, sending Rodriguez in the 9th inning and then leaving Capellan in maybe for a batter too many after he's already been there for 1 2/3 innings. All right, so here's Bobby Say to try to get the final out of the 11th inning. And here's Victor Martinez. 3-7. And against a lefty ground ball to short. And that will retire the side, but the Indians do get a run on the Casey Blake double. That is his 39th RBI. And in comes Joe Borowski, and we'll get you his stats in just a second. All right, and Borowski's stats on the season in 25 appearances, 2-2 record, 24 1/3 innings pitched, giving up 20 earned runs, 3 walks and 16 strikeouts, and has converted 13 of 18 save appearances, and has a 7.4 ERA. All right, so we get Borowski into the books here. This will not be an easy bottom of the 9th, but then again, being closer is not easy either. Ordonez, Guillen, and Rodriguez. Ordonez 1 for 4 with a single. 3-7, draws a walk. And they will not hold him on. I'll bring up Guillen, not a good bunter, so they'll let him swing away. Unless they feel like they want to use a pinch hitter. No, they'll let Guillen hit. Okay, here's the pitch to Guillen. They are not holding on Ordonez. 2-2. And against a righty ground ball to second, it's almost as good as a sacrifice bunt. Only play is to first, and going to second is Ordonez. 1 down. And here's Pudge Rodriguez. 5-10. Shortstop X. Now, will this be high enough? That's a 19. Peralta is a 3. Oh, sorry, he's on second base. 3 and a 19. Ground ball A. So that means they'll look the runner back to second. Throw to first, 2 down. And Marcus Thames is coming up. He certainly has enough power to get one out of here and win the game. All right, 2 down, runner on second, 2-1 Indians. Here's the pitch to Marcus Thames. 6-8. And there it is, down the line and up against the wall, and scoring from second is Ordonez, and a 2-out double by Thames. And that'll score Ordonez, and we are tied at 2. And here comes Monroe. Chad Durbin is loosening in the Tigers' pen. He will be coming in the 12th if necessary. Here's Craig Monroe, runner on second, 2 down. 6-10, popped up to short, and that will retire the side. But the Tigers answer with a run in the 11th, and we go to the 12th. 2-2, tied. And we'll bring in Chad Durbin. He will probably be going for a while. Hafner, Mark Peralta, and Garco here in the 12th. 2-7, draws a walk. And pinch running for Hafner will be Franklin Gutierrez, and he will stay in the game and be the designated hitter. Okay, as he runs a lot better, and he is a B stealer, so he will be held on. And here's Johnny Peralta. 6-9. A 1-6 home run chance. That's a 10. And that's a fly ball to left. 1 down. And here's Ryan Garco. 3-3. Ground ball to first. Only play for Thames is to throw the pitcher covering. 2 down, runner in scoring position. And here comes Jason Michaels, 0 for 1 with a fly out. One 7 base hit to left field. And Rafael Betancourt might be loosening in the pen. Okay, so Gutierrez runs at a 14, being held on, makes him a 13. 2 outs makes him a 15. This is going to left field. Monroe has a 0 arm, so 1-15, and Gutierrez will score. That's a 13, and he is safe. So Jason Michaels with an RBI, and Rafael Betancourt is loosening in the pen, and so that'll score there. And here's Ben Francisco. .611. Fly ball to center, and that will retire the side. But the Indians get a run in the 12th and take a 3-2 lead. And Rafael Betancourt will come in for the save opportunity, and timeout will get you his stats. So Betancourt making his 44th appearance, 1-3 in 44 and a third innings, giving up 11 earned runs, 2 walks, 42 strikeouts, and 2 saves, and 2.23 ERA. And he'll face Inge, Granderson, and Polanco. 5-5, swing and a miss, strike 3. I'll bring up Curtis Granderson. 5-8, second base X. Barfield's a 3, but an 18 will be fine. And final hope for the Tigers, Placido Polanco. 5-6, swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's your ball game. Final score from Comerica Park, an exciting 12 innings. The Indians 3 and the Tigers 2, and we'll be right back. All right, final line score, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Indians, 2 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Tigers. The Indians moved to 38-47, the Tigers 40-43. Your winning pitcher, although he blew the save, was Joe Borowski, and Betancourt will get his 3rd save. Borowski will get his, I think, 3rd win of the season. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And if you are not subscribed, hit the bell icon. You'll be notified of any new videos. And whatever games you are playing, please enjoy them to your fullest. Have a good day, everybody.